Hello and welcome everyone to something a little different from the usual. This is going to be, let me explain the concept. So, recently there's not too much activity in Warcraft Pro Scene, so I figured I would go back and, maybe cast some old games. And this one is relatively old. This is from the WCG 2011. I believe it's the Chinese qualifiers. So, yeah, I don't know what exactly I'll call it. For now, it's NostalgiaCraft, but that might be, I don't know, maybe, sounds maybe kind of too cheesy. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've always wanted to do this for a little while, just to compare how Pro Warcraft has changed, or, of course, then again, not changed over these years. So this is almost 6 years ago, so yeah, we can compare if the standard has changed or not. I'm not going to cast like any specific tournaments, but maybe consecutively I will be casting from the same tournament. I believe I will be doing that for the next couple because there are a couple of WCG games I want to cover. And yeah, introducing, we have JN, otherwise known as KenShin, but I've always called him JN. He'll be spawning in as the red human player in the top right. He'll be going for an Archmage here on the map Twisted Meadows. JN, I think he stopped playing around either 2012 or 2013. I think it's 2012, but yeah, I've casted JN before, probably not on this channel. Definitely casted it in my old channel, and yeah, some people call him KenShin. I think he's mainly known as KenShin, but for old time's sake, I'll call him JN. His opponent is going to be Infi, who is playing Night Elf for some reason. I believe his best off race is Night Elf, but that's not what he made his name based on. He made his name with his great human play. This is 2011 time, so this is where Infi was considered of the top, I think top 5. Of course he's still one of the top, but recently he hasn't been getting too much success in tournaments. So there is that. Interestingly enough, he is going to go for a Priest of the Moon start. So interesting. We haven't seen Priest of the Moon start, guess, all too much. We did see it in the 2v2 a couple of weeks back, but yeah, this is a 1v1 setting, so this is obviously a lot different. Potential Hunter start here, as we do have the very early Hunter Soul. Doesn't look like any Ancient of War creepings whatsoever, no second Ancient of War just yet. Priest of the Moon, who does have Searing Arrows, is going to try and pick up a couple of steals here. It seems like she has been unsuccessful so far. Even that one peasant was a millisecond too late, and she's going to take a lot of damage from the Archmage, who has been tossing fireballs at her ever since she came, so yeah, that is not going to be good. +6 strength has been picked up for the Archmage from this Rock Golem camp here, so pretty good start. He's already well into that level 3. Sheep going for the cheeky creep block there, and now that nighttime has now occurred, Priestess can go into the shadows, but it seems like JN is not going to let that Priestess escape, but as I say that, she is going to outrun all those units. So the very first Huntress is out. Footman is going to try and harass these Wisps here, but with these Huntresses should be able to push, or at least kill this guy, unless he, of course, runs away. Also something to note, since there's, I want to not forget, as we do have some pressure here at the gold mine. Actually, I'll talk about it after this, as the Priestess of the Moon is looking for a potential steal, possibly going after the Magi or the Elemental. It seems like the Magi is going to be the target, and nice timing there from the Priestess. We'll be able to get the last hit. Doesn't look like she'll be able to get the boost speed, however, as the peasants and footmen are blocking her away, and we will most likely be seeing that TP scroll coming in. So Archmage very close to level 3, but it looks like it's just going to be a little shy. So So you have 5 experience points away from level 3. Expansion attempt here, most likely from JN. And it seems like we're just gonna have some reprieve for now. So what I was gonna say is, if you notice on the overlay on the bottom right, usually where my channel logo is, that has disappeared. I am gonna try to get that simplified by the end of this week. I said that like 2 weeks ago, but with all these assignments, I was unable to do so. So for now, that the logo will be absent until that gets, of course, fixed. So, yep, there is that. Scout farm is being destroyed. Infi is already at tier 2, so only a single Ancient of War and an Ancient of Law is going to start popping out. I'm not sure if it's going to be double. But yeah, for now it is just a single Ancient of Law. Pretty early Ancient of Law as well. Usually if you go Huntresses, you kind of commit a lot to that, and that means a rather late tier 2. But it seems like Infi went half and half. He went like half Hunters, half committal, and then he's, so far it seems like half committal on the Ancient of Law as well. If you can tell, it's 16:9 resolution, which means I'm on W3 Arena. So yeah, it's 16:9 resolution, but the downside is I don't get the tools that the NetEase client provides. Panda coming out as the second hero for Infi, taking quite a bit of damage as these footmen and elementals are starting to move their way to the base. JN could possibly be feeling it right now. He could definitely take down a couple of Moonwells. Level 1 Breath of Fire doesn't do too much damage, but he needs to be careful about that Tree of Ages, as well as those footmen are taking a lot of damage from it. With go for a lot of detonations on those elementals. They're able to take down the 2 of the 3. Panda needs to be extremely careful, but it seems like he is going to get killed off very soon. That should be a level 1 Panda towards Archmage's experience bar. He needs to be careful again about that Tree of Ages, but if you can get this gold mine down, it will be really good. Altar of Kings is the target for Infi. He has a Shredder, and they're doing a decent amount of work. The Searing Arrows is doing its job. Priestess nowhere near level 2 just yet. So True Shot Aura is not there, but these Huntresses are getting plenty of experience actually from cross map. So we'll see how this turns out to be. The Archmage does have TP Scroll. Probably should do it now, otherwise he's going to lose his footman. He's going to TP right now, and
a player's forces are under attack.
A couple of low hit point footmen there, but they will be able to TP back out. They actually TP'd back to the expansion, which was speed built, so they will be able to use the Arcane Vault there. Altar of Kings and a single farm gets destroyed. JN is almost supply blocked, but that should be fixed very soon. So expansion, of course, will lead to possibly a huge lead in terms of economy. Armor supply is currently 35 versus 44, so there is a clear advantage for Infi right now. Of course, he has tier 2 units as well on top of those triads. And it seems like the Priestess will be hitting 2, should be giving that True Shot Aura, affecting both of those Huntresses and Dryads, which is going to be pretty important. Interestingly enough, we have +1 upgrades on these Huntresses. Normally if you go transitioning into Dryads, you would go for the Dryads upgrade, but yeah, we are going to be seeing those Huntresses upgraded instead. Level 2 on the Brewmaster there. I believe the Dryads did go for the Abolish Magic on the Elemental, giving him enough experience. Ancient Protector is going to be forced to cancel. And so far that's going to be the only damage dealt for JN, unless he goes after these Wisp, which will be taken down. But yeah, needs to be very careful about these footmen here, and they will all be picked up by the Zeppelin. Zeppelin itself needs to be careful, but I believe it is out of danger now. As you can see, Infi detonating a lot of Wisps. He will be able to use his Shredder to try and compensate for that. Flamethrower is actually being trained up here, so this is an interesting unit of choice. Obviously means that we will be doing a lot of sieging for Infi. I believe these do take advantage of the +1 attack upgrades for those Huntresses. Where is it? Yeah, it's +1 attack, so that's gonna be pretty good. Archmage somehow is stuck here. He has the potion of invisibility. I believe Infi was aware of that, but yeah, he is just gonna let that go. JN looked like he got the troll wall up there, but apparently his experience bar did not move at all. Item is gonna be the rune braces, so not particularly useful. JN just sacked all those footmen there, so interesting. Very interesting, in fact. 53 versus 30. We are over a second arcane vault. We have a blacksmith down, but I don't see any sanctums, which is a huge problem. And Castle Tech is going to be the decision made by JN. I don't know about this particular decision because Infi has a couple of, or at least one glaive thrower at least. Second Ancient of War is coming down. More glaive throwers are on their way, so yeah, if Infi actually gets an uncontrollable amount of glaive throwers, this could be a little problematic. Blacksmith is interesting. It could lead into knights, but I believe workshop units are going to be the actual thing for JN. So double workshop being placed down there. Seems a little late on the timing, in fact. I don't know how well JN can actually fend this off. Only has 35 supply versus Infi's 55, and Infi's gonna choose to attack right now. +1 attack upgrades for those mortar teams, riflemen, and flying machines should be on the way. Unless the blacksmith gets taken down, which is gonna be a huge problem. Huntresses need to be a little careful because JN has an Infi amount of towers there, in fact. Mountain King is going to pop out as the second hero, and JN will be unable to get this upgrade. Stormbolt onto the Panda there, taking a bit of feedback damage from the arcane towers. He will be preserved back home and TP'd back to battle. So Priestess has +2 True Shot Aura. Oh, very devastating Breath of Fire there. Another one would be a lot of kills, but will JN let that happen? It seems like he might. And there we go. Oh, looks like it was not enough. Well, those Huntresses should be able to pick them up with the bouncing glaives. Archmage is doing a good job actually intercepting additional glaive throwers. The Breath of Fire goes down. But yeah, Infi is still looking pretty good despite losing a couple of units. He's definitely a lot of Huntresses needlessly, but it's not like JN can actually take advantage of this. Castle Tech has just been completed. Workshops are producing so far mortar teams. Ooh, Mountain King taking a lot of damage there. Trying to run back. He is going to health pot up. Archmage also taking quite a bit of damage. This is not looking good for our human player. More Dryads, more Glaive Throwers on the way. True Shot Aura, of course, benefits those Glaive Throwers. You can see the bonus damage, in fact. They already +2 attack upgrades as well, so on top of True Shot Aura, they have +2 attack upgrades. Oh, seems like Infi is still doing pretty well in terms of micro here. Scroller Feeling will be used by JN, but of course those Glaive Throwers can always cancel that. Glaive Throwers don't have their Vorpal Blades just yet, so they will be unable to do any splash damage. Mortar teams are finally out. They did get Zeppelined back home, or back to the main base, but it seems like Infi's just gonna go after the other base. And JN only has a single mortar team and a couple of towers. Of course, if Infi plays this well, he can just outrange those towers with his Glaive Throwers. But, oh, even the mortar team gets taken down there. So JN is in a bit of a pickle right now. Paladin coming out as the third hero to try and heal these units up. +2 masonry upgrades is... It doesn't look like it's doing enough to mitigate those Glaive Thrower damages. This is very troubling. Uh-oh, Mannequin, what are you doing here walking by yourself? Drunken Haze will be used for the combo as well as the slowing effect, and it seems like the Mannequin will in fact get killed off. Both teams were able to pick up a couple of Dryads in return. response for that kill, but that was a little bit of a head scratcher. I don't know why the Mountain King died like that, but yeah, a little weird. Seems like glaive throwers are just gonna go right back to the main base, and Archmage, uh-oh, are you making the same mistake as your Mountain King buddy? It seems like that is possibly the case, and a TP scroll is gonna be burnt for that, so JN playing it a little sloppily right now. 44 supply versus 49, so things have been equalized a little bit, but he's lost so much already. He can't get his Mountain King back because the altar is destroyed. And the glaive throwers are almost completely killed off the castle. All those peasants are gonna speed repair, however. Panda going for another Breath of Fire, doing quite a bit of damage. In fact, that is a +2 Breath of Fire. So yeah, needs to be a little careful about that with his peasants, but I don't think JN actually cares too much about it. And another Breath of Fire will be able to claim a lot more peasants' lives there, and that should be level 4 for the Panda. Archmage very close to getting killed off again. The Arcane Vault has been destroyed, so the Archmage is unable to get healed up, aside from using that Paladin, who is now out of mana. And I believe those glaive throwers do splash damage now, so I believe Vorpal Blades is upgraded. Was being utilized to try and detonate those elementals there, and yeah, there's not much that JN can do right now. He only has a single mortar team left versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 glaive throwers. That is an insane amount of glaive throwers, in fact. No +3, but I mean 7 glaive throwers with true shot or level 2 is absolutely disgusting. The Panda able to get so many kills with the Breath of Fire as well, and it seems like the castle will fall. Archmage, he's just a single attack away from death, but yeah, is Infi gonna go for that, or he's just gonna go after the other base, which I wouldn't blame him for going for. So far things are looking very much in Infi's control. He's even going to tier 3, most likely to, I don't know, maybe get +3 attack. He's already got a Tree of Life on the way as well, so possible expansion attempts here as well. I mean, he's not even being pressured, so like taking an expansion is a no-brainer. Seems like the Town Hall is going to be the next target. Masonry upgrades +3 I've noticed, but it doesn't look like that's going to be enough with still 7 glaive throwers and still a couple more dryads. So that is going to be GG for JN, and yeah, Infi is going to take this best of 1 series. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I will try and look for other interesting old games as well. I think this one was rather interesting. So yeah, despite being one-sided, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys again next time.